I would like to express my concerns about its contents. The book is called The Pilgrim. It tells of an adventurer who travels to White Wing Peak to seek out the Celestials. I have exhausted all my strength, yet I cannot reach the other shore of the lake. I am certain that some mysterious force has forbidden me from going further. I fear that Leosa has found me lacking in my faith, and I shall never look upon the holy light. I shall set down all my belongings and walk into the lake, reciting the most sincere prayer of all my life. At the conclusion of all my efforts, a blinding light appeared from that mirror-like lake. In it, I beheld the hazy silhouette of a great and holy celestial. The sight soon faded. It was merely sunlight reflected off the face of the waters. At that moment, I knew that it was only an illusion born of my innermost hopes. It is, as you might put it, a true story. Indeed, he beheld the Styria Sancta. By the time his prayer had ended, he had passed through the White Wing Seal and reached the summit. The Sanctus of Wisdom's face. I had never seen such an expression on it before. Suffice to say, we closed the seal again quite quickly. My concern is that now that the Celestials have arrived in Dawngrad and proven our existence, others may copy this traveler's example and attempt to climb White Wing Peak. Indeed, this man was an exception, but we have never been able to figure out why. My overseers spent much time trying to find out, to no avail. In short, if my concerns come to fruition, I would ask that you help me by making a declaration. The White Wing Seal will deathly wound those who attempt to pass through it. Any further attempt by me to control mortal behavior would be considered overstepping the bounds of my duties. How shall I resolve this? Hello. Your arrival is fortuitous. You should be aware that I accidentally attacked a mortal. He is currently receiving medical care. It was merely a scratch. In the interest of safety, I took him here to be treated. Early this morning, I was sent on a scouting mission. While passing through a valley, I discovered I was being followed. I ordered him to show himself, though I already knew his location. As he failed to respond to my warning, I was forced to act. As he begged my forgiveness, he told me his name, which sounded familiar. When I first came to Dawngrad, I received a number of strange letters. For the most part, they were welcoming me to the city, though they were oddly written. He was one of my most passionate correspondents. In his letters, he repeatedly expressed his desire to paint me. I could not acquiesce to his request. I am no god. To record me in any form would be meaningless. A follower. an even more meaningless notion. If he seeks guidance, the light will show him the way. If that is all, then I will resume my mission. I bid you farewell.
Your Grace, what fortunate timing. You managed to avoid meeting the most irritable of scoundrels. That fellow was from House Skull. He's tracked me down a number of times and offered to provide me with magical equipment. Indeed there is. He asked if I would be House Skull's mage after the war is over. Ugh, they're always up to something. Not only that, they've been secretly aiding the Riven rebels. That house only looks out for themselves. I'll go and talk with the guards. The next time House Skull sends someone, I want the door slammed in their faces. Who goes there? Your Grace, do you remember those two brothers we rescued earlier? In that village that had been burned to the ground by the Darklings. They were hiding beneath the ruins. At first, I thought about taking them to the orphanage, but they said they wanted to help us fight the Darklings. That's what I told them, but they were insistent. Sarah said she wanted to join us too. She just graduated from the College of TR. Those kids have no experience, and they're both skinny as rakes. What on earth are they thinking? Maybe I'm overlooking something, but I really don't think they belong in our army. War should be kept as far away from ordinary people as possible. That's why I fight. What happens on the battlefield? They shouldn't see things like that. Your Grace, sometimes you're cool-headed to the point of being callous. But I understand what you mean. You can't watch over them all their lives. When the world's like this, the only person who can save you is yourself.
Just thinking about lizard men makes me shudder. Disgusting creatures. They hatch out of an egg, you know. Covered in this sticky stuff. You reckon they know how ugly they are? I reckon at least one of them's got to have seen their reflection in a pond. If I found out I was that ugly, I'd throw myself straight in.
There's been a fight. That one-eyed old soldier stirring up trouble.
Snitch. Why don't you go fight the Darklings yourself, instead of spending all day running your mouth off? What was I supposed to do? They wanted to start something, so I finished it for them. Now they know who's boss round here. What's it to you? You're gonna punish me. Come out and say it to my face. Ain't you even gonna ask about my injuries? None of your business. You got nothing else to say, and I'm leaving. Bunch of idiots.
My lord, That fellow's always picking fights in camp. He's dangerous. He riled up a group of new recruits from Wilderburg today. A group of them ganged up on him. He didn't hit back. He just defended himself with that broken shield. Yes, my lord. Thank you for going to such trouble. I'm worried he won't take this very well.
Walk with honor. Sorry, Chief. I'm not doing too well. Gotta go see to my wounds. I'm fine. Just a couple scratches. When we were doing drills just now, I almost got hit by an elf's arrow. They've got no honor, those elves. None at all. They'll even attack you from behind to win. That's just what happened all those years ago. I mean the battle that happened years ago in the Hexwood. Kurata was our chieftain back then. He was a hero like no other. He fell to an elven arrow too. And the elves saw nothing shameful in a sneak attack. Pathetic. Is victory really worth that sort of dishonor? You're just like them, huh? I guess we got nothing more to say.